K100.
Herru, þá kom að við ætlum að spjalla við Chris Hemsworth og ég með góða vinn, hann heitir Árni, hann inn í hljóðurinu.
Góðan daginn.
Árni, og þú varst að þvælast með honum þegar hann var þetta fyrir ári.
Já.
Og við erum loksins búin að ná í skott á honum og hérna komast í samband við Disney. Chris, you there?
Yeah, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
I have my good friend here, Árni, with me.
Yes.
And I understand that he drove you around when you were here.
He did. He was our tour guide and security and driver.
Security?
And anything we needed, he was the man.
Excellent.
He was fantastic.
He told me that you were constantly eating.
I did. I had to, anytime I put the weight on for Thor, I've got to maintain it, and which involves lots and lots of protein and, many calories. And so he was also, directing us to the right restaurants.
I believe he did. Tell me, because I know a lot of guys who train a lot, and I asked a bunch of guys, what do you want to know from Chris? And they all told, what does he eat? And how does he train? What does he do?
It's what it is. It's old-fashioned bodybuilding. Like there's no special new magic. It's basically, pick up heavy objects and
curling
and curling, bench press, squats, chin-ups, bicep curls, all the big,
standard stuff,
the usual things. But then the food's just as important. And basically, you've got a very clean diet, but lots of protein. Eat 6 times a day. And lots of vegetables and a little bit of clean carbohydrates. So the eating is a workout in itself.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. But are you generally are you lighter than you were in Thor?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the film Rush, I was probably 185 pounds, and in Thor, I was between 215 and 220,
all right.
And yeah, I'm probably normally around 190, 195. So it's definitely heavier than usual.
I know it's not about Thor, but did you get a chance to drive a race car?
I did, yeah. We did about 4 weeks of kind of a boot camp driving the Formula One cars, and it was fantastic. And I remember one of the mechanics saying to me, you can't baby these cars. That they're meant to be driven fast, so just drive it like you stole it. And
how did that feel?
It felt a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. I read that somewhere you like to surf.
Yeah, yep.
You know there are several places here in Iceland you can surf.
I know. We were trying to find a place, and on the way back to the airport when we're leaving, we stopped off at what was the beach we stopped off at?
Vik.
Yeah, and there were little waves there. It wasn't big, but if we'd had our surfboards and wetsuits, we might have built up the courage to jump in quickly. I'm sure it would have been freezing, but
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful place, though. That was one of my favourite shooting locations. It's just gorgeous.
Are you coming back one day just to take a trip?
I really want to, honestly. Because we were there, you're working the whole time, and so to and from set, I would see the place and it's beautiful, but never really got a chance to really sort of absorb it. And I want to come back with my family at some point and just stay there for a few weeks and relax and really get into it.
Yeah, have a nice time.
Yeah.
Excellent. I think that you're going to have a whole lot of fun when you get here. Did you do I read there somewhere in the internet that you did a contract for more Thor movies, or was that just? Yeah,
I've got one more Thor in my contract and 2 more Avengers. And if the films keep going as well as they're going, then we'll keep making them. I mean, I love playing this character, and it is, especially this last film. I had so much fun, and was so proud of the end result, and the affection and feedback we've got from fans and people has just been fantastic. So.
I think it was amazing. We saw it the other day, and it was great.
Yeah, thank you. It's we couldn't be happier, and because it's a lot of pressure. Each time the Marvel films, whether it's Avengers or Iron Man, work, you don't want to be the film that doesn't work. You don't want to drop the ball.
No, you don't say.
And so we're thankful that we didn't.
Which is more fun, Avengers or Thor?
Well, I mean, different. Thor obviously there's a lot more pressure because you're carrying the film on your own, but you don't have the support of the other Avengers, and but you get a very focused storyline on your journey. Avengers is basically, when that whole group gets together, I mean, I feel like a fan on that set.
Yeah.
You get to hang out with all those guys and all those characters, and and there's less pressure, I guess, and so it's probably more fun in that sense, just because you get to have a bit of a laugh and throw it around with the group.
It seems like if you look at the movie, because I just watched it the other day, and that you all guys probably have a lot of fun between takes.
Absolutely,
I guess.
Yeah, and especially this last film, coming back and having played the character 3 times, and everyone's a lot more relaxed, and so whether it was working with Natalie or working with Tom, or Anthony Hopkins. We had so much fun, which ended up, a lot of great DVD extras and outtakes because we just couldn't stop laughing half the time, And,
that sounds good.
But you have that chemistry, and it just sort of, I don't know, it takes everything in that direction.
Is there a comedy on the way?
I'd love to do a comedy, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for the right one to come around. I heard they were maybe going to make Zoolander 2. So
Zoolander 2?
Yeah, I'd love to jump in. I'd like to get involved in that.
Oh. Hangover 4 and 5, perhaps?
What was that?
Hangover 4 and 5?
Yeah, there you go. Any of them.
Excellent. Well, Chris, it was a pleasure talking to you.
You too.
And I was wondering if you could do us a little favor.
Yeah.
Could we have a radio liner from you?
Sure. Hey, it's Chris Hemsworth. You're listening to K100 Reykjavik, Iceland.
K100,5